probably pretty pissed off. I don't think I have.
Step on it, you fucking idiot. It's not electrified.
218.6.
So what's that?
I'm down, I think.
Down 0.4 pounds.
0.4.
Yes! Yes! I didn't lose!
This is so fucking gonna piss me off.
Look at you.
Jesus.
Look at you.
285.
Oh my god, he lost
Fucking 30 pounds.
30 pounds!
These fucking cunts.
I couldn't do that before. You're under 3 bills, now you pick your fucking bitch ass up.
I don't know. I had Auburn that first heat, man.
I did too. Because I was like,
So
Matt
check
was.
it out.
It was a good couple months.
Did a 5K on
Nice, buddy.
Sunday.
Fuck yeah.
So anyways, we talked about that marathon.
Yeah.
How about a half marathon?
How about a half marathon?
Because it has dawned on me that a 10K is going to be twice as much as that.
Yeah.
And then twice as much of a 10K is a fucking half marathon.
Was that a hard 5K?
Well, you know, are we recording?
I'm just getting.
I think we're getting it up.
Okay. So I don't get high.
We can wait
Okay.
if you want to wait for this.
No, that's fine. No, it's not anything we have to. I'm going to take this fucking picture off. But I got into meditating while I run
Okay, yeah.
instead of, and that's made it easier. But it's in a way. So this thing that I'm following, it would be like run.
Is it a couch to like 5K? Okay, yeah. Okay.
So it's like run.
Yeah,
It's like run 30 minutes or 3 miles.
right.
Like at 30 minutes, I'm at like 2 miles. Like I'm not keeping
Okay.
the pace
Right, that it's setting.
of that I'm setting. So
Okay.
I just kind of, you know, when I was looking, I over the past like 2 weeks, I abandoned the time
Yeah,
and just went for
the distance.
distance.
Yeah. And that's what you got to do. Like sometimes when I go out and run, like most of the time when I go out and run, I just set a distance.
yeah. But
And
at
I'm
the
like-
pace that I'm running now, like a fucking marathon would be 7 hours.
Oh yeah, no, like it takes a while to get to that. Like my goal is to try to do a marathon this year, but I don't think I'm gonna get to it. Like, cause I got to go get physical therapy for my knee and shit now, and
Well, let's definitely aim for a half marathon.
I'm planning on doing a half marathon in November. Going to Vegas for the rock and roll half. I'm going with like my sisters and stuff. But we could probably try to find another one. When do you want to do one? When do you think you could be ready to do one?
I could be ready for that one.
Okay.
I think.
Right.
If you're doing like your sisters and everything,
Yeah.
like I don't want to impose.
No.
Are any of them running with you, or
Yeah.
is it just okay?
Yeah. They all run. Like
Oh.
I got into it because of them.
Oh, okay. But
Like-
they're like avid runners.
Yeah.
Sup? These fucking motherfuckers, dude. Wait till you fucking hear this shit. Well, we're weighing in for our fucking contest.
Oh, you're weighing in?
Yeah.
You guys can try and lose weight?
Well, yeah.
This guy lost 30 pounds.
Who lost 3 pounds?
Lost 30 pounds.
Wait.
It's been 3 months.
Did you?
Yeah.
Maybe I can sit down here. You're a fat sitter.
Still a fat
Lose it
sitter.
on your foot? I got the skinniest foot you love.
It's my foot.
You got me that bet bucket. His foot's got the get the bulimia.
James, I can see your foot. It's also
Yeah, he's got a bulimic foot.
Dude, I'm
just
getting my
pukes out of his
fucking, I'm
toes.
getting my Indian leg wrestling game together.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he beat me 2 out of 3, and I'm training.
You beat him?
hmm
Really?
It's all leverage and strategy.
although I walked like right there.
It is leverage. Like honestly, I keep saying this. I Indian leg wrestled Matt at Big Pine, and I caught him too high. If I'd have got him lower,
It's all about when you catch on.
yep. I hooked him calf to calf. If I'd have gotten him thigh to thigh,
After I
think have him.
destroyed him in 2 other things.
He did
He's
destroy
like-
me in 2 other things.
I destroyed you in 3 things in a row.
Can you give me my hat, please?
All right.
Get out of
so
here, Plumber Davis.
This is Meat Sweats.
Hello, it's
James.
Meat Sweats.
The beautiful James Hoenscheidt.
James is back.
He's back. We weighed in. We didn't give out our weights the last time.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Well, no,
No,
we weighed in
we-
after.
Oh,
That was an
that was
afterthought,
after.
so we weighed
Yeah.
afterwards.
So I'm looking at it. James weighed in at 315. Bill weighed in at 219, and then I weighed in at 270. And then so we re-weighed in today
after 3 months.
after 3 months.
3 months of beer drinking.
I weighed in at 278.8. That's
Nice.
right. That's up
That's
8.8
up 8 pounds, which incidentally, it was a weight loss competition. If it were a weight gain competition, you were fucking dominating.
crushed
Dude,
it.
Matt's he's in a bulking cycle.
I'm in a bulking.
He's in
yeah.
a bulking cycle.
Here's the thing. Now it's competitive. It's competitive now. So
Now it's competitive.
Now it's competitive.
What
yeah.
was it the last time?
I mean, I
I
was just like, I
think
was
went and
so
got-
sure.
You know how seriously I took it? I went and got a gym membership that I've been paying to not use. That's how serious I was.
Unfortunately, the easiest part is the trip to the gym to pay for. You don't even have to go to the gym to pay for the fucking membership.
Yeah.
You can do it online.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
In the
got that
time
down.
between,
I've been doing that. That's why I lost 0.4 pounds.
Yep.
I ran a half marathon
0.4 pounds.
and I ran a Ragnar.
Yeah.
So like I did a lot. I was doing really well. Like I had lost a ton of weight.
I've been doing
And then I
day
hurt
labor.
my knee and Ragnar. And so it's
Okay.
been a month I haven't done shit but sit on my couch and eat Chinese food.
Okay.
So
I've been doing day labor, so that's my
it's not an excuse. I mean,
it's been my fitness plan.
I'm disappointed in myself. But now
Disappointed in the both of you as
Yeah.
well.
Hey, I feel great about myself right now. I don't know why you're putting me down. I'm down weight.
I've got a whole plan.
I'm down. I'm great.
I got a whole plan. It's gonna be crazy.
Okay.
It's gonna
So
be crazy.
you.
Yeah.
So go ahead and. So you gained
I gained 9 pounds.
9 pounds.
And Bill lost. He went from 219 to 218.6, and that's because he took a piss before he stepped on the scale.
I've
Right.
been drinking this coffee.
Nah, you took a piss outside.
I did.
And then go ahead and let the listeners know why I'm upset.
Because you lost 30 pounds.
30
you lost 30
fucking
pounds.
pounds.
You lost 30 pounds. Like, and we're proud of you. We're
Very
we're
proud.
really
Well,
proud.
thank
Very
you.
proud of you.
Thank you.
You
My
were
mom's
motivated.
proud of you.
Yeah.
You know, she's gonna watch this and she's gonna be like, "That James, he's got his shit together." You know, Billy, you should really look up to him.
Yeah.
But here's the sad thing:
Yeah.
is how fucking fat I was, because Royer picked me up to do the podcast the other day. He's like, "Man," he goes, "You look great." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm still fat."
Yeah.
You are.
If I told him, I said, if you would have lost as much weight as I've lost, we'd have to take you to the fucking hospital.
Yeah.
But I'm still, I'm well above obese.
I think Royer could lose about 30 pounds. Royer could lose 30
Yeah, but he
pounds.
would be like junky looking if he lose 30 pounds.
Junky.
He's got a little bit of a,
He's got a
gut on him
slider
now.
frame, maybe.
yeah, he's got a little
he's
comfortable
he's
since
got a
he's found
spare tire
happiness.
going there. He's
Yeah.
at least
Happened.
got like a motorcycle spare tire. You know.
Yeah, but so I want to tell a couple stories
Yeah, go
that
for
have
it.
been motivating me. Okay.
Okay.
So Royer
Yeah.
told me probably about a month in.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm getting first month I was exercising a little bit. Started watching what I eat. I got into the intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how I eat naturally, like
I would eat
just constantly.
constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit constantly. Go in, grab a cookie. Go back in another 15
That's been my
minutes, grab
biggest
a
problem.
cookie.
Is like I can do the intermittent fasting because that's how I eat, but unless I'm eating just a bunch of turds, like just a bunch of shit, I don't feel good. You know, like I
You
don't,
feel good when you eat
I
shit?
don't feel satiated.
gotta
Shit
shove
satiates
shit
me.
down
I
his
gotta
throat.
have that. Like, I gotta have those flaming hot Cheetos puffs.
Gross.
So Royer, right?
Yeah,
He's
I s-
asking me how I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. He goes, well, I was at a show at Casey Jones with Matt the other night. And I asked Matt how the competition was, and he said, Matt looked at me and said, well, I'm just aiming not to lose.
Yep.
And right after Matt said it, a waitress walked up with a big plate of fish and chips and a fucking tall boy of beer.
Yeah.
Goes and Matt put down the whole fucking plate.
I love it that
I'm
you,
like, rock on.
I love it that you had spies
No, I got
amongst the comedy scene.
I got motherfuckers watching YouTube. Serena told me that you're doing day labor at her house. I said, I want you to offer to buy him lunch every day, and I'll pay you back.
They didn't offer.
I said, I said, bring in donuts, bring in everything.
Didn't offer me anything.
No,
She fucking stiffed me.
I told her, I'm like,
God damn
whatever. I said, don't work him very hard.
Oh, I did. I filled up 40-yard dumpster.
No.
I filled up two 40-yard dumpsters.
I told him,
over
I
there.
said, don't work him very hard and reward him with carbohydrates.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they didn't do any of that. That's probably the only reason I did not fucking be 6 pounds.
No, that's because
7
you took a
pounds
shit
over.
earlier.
Yeah.
I did
0.4
today.
pounds.
I
Yeah.
did poop today. I did took a leak before.
If you would have, if
Haven't
you
eaten
wouldn't have,
anything today either. Haven't eaten a damn thing.
I ate a salad for lunch. I'm pretty hungry right now. Yeah.
I had a breakfast burrito, like 4 sausage links. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I was gonna cut weight. I was like contemplating. I was like, I know my gym's got a sauna.
Yeah.
Like, just go sit in that sauna a couple, like 2 nights. Like play
I
with my
thought
water.
about cutting weight, but I was like, what is it? What is it gonna do?
Why would you do that?
Because you're just gonna gain it back.
I was gonna cut weight to just try to not lose.
Yeah.
But and then I was
And
like,
now Matt has-
I'm sad and my knee hurts. So Chinese food, please.
You're gonna be fucking sadder after you get into this thing.
Oh no, yeah,
God.
no. My heart's broken.
Yeah,
My heart's broken.
this baby right here.
Do you just wanna
hear
draw
it,
like
everybody?
2 right now?
Can't draw
Because you're at a deficit at this point.
Why
You're-
would I draw 2?
You're gonna fucking lose the next one too.
He's not gonna lose them.
I
I'm
mean,
not
if
gonna lose
this
the next one.
if this fuck, well, no, maybe not.
No.
I'm not gonna get my shit together. Look at me.
Yeah,
Listen, it's gonna take just a little bit of physical therapy,
yeah,
and then I'm already changing my meal plan coming up this week,
okay.
and I'm getting ready to start.
I have
I'm getting ready to start doing macros.
actually I
and shit,
have been
so.
trying to like eat a little better, and I'm like coming along that way. Because it's just, I work. I do physical work. I do physical labor all the fucking time. And I'm tired by the end of the day. Like, my back fucking hurts and shit. I need to be better about stretching is what I need, like,
Yeah,
to get more diligent about. And I think that's always the downfall for me on a workout program is, like, I'm not doing the mobility that I need to do. I'm not fucking...
can I have a little bit of that?
I mean, you deserve it. You deserve a little taste. Let me try to incorporate the sugar back into your life so that I.
No,
can get
you know
started
what?
with
Here's
that.
the thing, though. Here's the thing: is that I'm doing the intermittent fasting.
Yeah, that's really.
I'm
is
trying
good.
to stick to 1,800 calories a day.
Nice.
And you I really didn't change the way I ate. I just eat less.
I don't want-
and sweets. I've tried to. That's the one thing I've been kind of good about. It's amazing.
Sweets,
Oh my god.
yeah.
That's what is kind of serious? That Captain Crunch?
Captain Crunch.
That's fucking genius. Where'd you get that?
A coffee shop down there. Have you ever been
Street
to
coffee?
Chiba Hut?
Chiba Huts, they're gooeyes.
Their gooeyes are like Captain Crunch, and then they'll have like Crunch Berries, and they'll have like fucking
Oh,
5 cereals together.
Berries.
It's amazing.
Yep, they fuck them up real good over there. Cheebs
That's
is,
genius.
You want to hand me that bet bucket? You wanna
honestly,
do
I
this?
think Chiba Hut is one of the reasons that I haven't lost much weight because I go there
Chiba
all
Hut
the
is
fucking
crazy.
time.
So we'll say now. I don't want to say.
If it's one of the things that we feel like we can't say, I won't say it because I think I know.
Well, no, read it. You can just edit it out, right?
Oh man.
God, come on, fuck, come on.
I mean, it'll happen before this is out. This won't be out till next week.
What is it?
Oh.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Eat several of Michael Paul Cohn's beard hairs.
Oh yeah, Mikey Paul Cone, motherfucker.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How many is several?
I mean
however
that's got to
many-
be. Fuck. Oh, it's got to be a good. I mean, I would say at least
I'm gonna call
10.
him. I'm gonna call him
10?
right now.
yeah.
That's several.
that or a good swath
I say
You guys say it's several beard hairs.
5.
7? Yeah. Anthony?
Several is going to be 5 to 7.
I'm feeling 5 to 7.
Let's say 5. Let's say it's 5.
No, it's a 5 to 7, so it's 6.
Nah, 5's good.
I mean, I'm just gonna pull pull
Here.
some out.
Are you fucking calling him?
I'm calling him.
This is disappointing.
How does it take you this long to call somebody?
Shut up.
Put it on speaker.
What's the alternative if I don't do this?
There is no alternative.
There's got to be
The
an
alternative was to exercise. That was your fucking
There's
alternative.
got to be another alternative.
All right, this isn't working.
There's gotta be
My
some
phone's
way-
fucked up.
Here, no, you got this fucking cricket phone that you've got.
I don't have Cricket. I have T-Mobile.
There's
There's got to be some way that I can
T-Mobile is far better. I have an
pay you guys
unlimited
off.
data plan, sir.
to not eat beard hairs.
Fuck no.
You guys
that's
like
just
pizza?
The thing is,
No, you
though, is
can't-
that's just
You can't get out of it.
That's
You can't
just
I
gross.
fucking painted my nails for a solid month. Actually, month plus, because I liked it. You gotta hold it up to the mic.
Mr. Cohn. This is James Hoenscheidt. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, Benny. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I want to talk to you for a moment. You know that me and the Meat Sweat boys, Bill and Matt, have been in a weight loss contest.
I did not know that. Now I do.
Okay, so we've been in a weight loss contest. It's been going on for we're doing it for a year. We're at our 3-month weigh-in. So whoever loses the least amount of weight has to do a punishment. Okay.
Okay.
And
Cone, you've seen the bet bucket, haven't you?
that's Bill. So I got you on speaker. Bill and Matt are in the room.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, he just tried to call me. I saw that.
Yeah, and you ignored it. Good,
No.
good. You like how he ignores your call, but he
No,
picks
my
mine
phone
up?
doesn't work.
No, I hit accept, and Emily leaving a text. I was like, oh, we hung out.
No,
So-
my phone's a piece of shit. Sorry, Mike.
So, anyways, Matt actually didn't lose any weight. He managed to gain 9 pounds. And his punishment is to eat several of your beard hairs.
Wow, that's disgusting.
So
We're gonna need you to
Yeah.
need you to send us some beard hairs in a Ziploc bag. No less than 7.
5's good.
well,
No
that
less
or-
than 7.
now here's the deal: is it like 5 full hairs, or are we going to cut like a snip off the bottom of his beard, where there will be lots of smaller hairs?
He can go through and like grab some loosies.
Okay.
This is nauseating.
So we're going to have to procure this, and well, the good news is you just have to eat them.
Can you wash your beard really well for me?
Cone, I want
Like in marinara sauce or something?
Yeah, can you marinate these hairs?
Yeah, I can dip in them.
What's your least favorite food?
Solving or something.
Can you like just soak your beard in like olive juice for a while?
I mean,
You can say no. I mean, if you want to say no, you can say no. And I
Soak
just-
them in, pickle your beard hairs for him.
do that. So how would you all like to go about this?
I mean, you can just like hook us up with like a Ziploc baggie or something at a mic, like you're giving us drugs.
What is everybody's plans on Thursday?
I'm kind of actually I kind of
I-
want
I got a thing on Thursday.
I'm doing that Shady Park show on Thursday.
Bill, what are you doing on Thursday?
Working and then nothing. Oh wait, no, I have third space and plasma that night. Sorry.
Okay, so Bill, do you think you would be back at home, back at your place around 9:30, or could you be back at home at your place about 9:30 or so?
Probably not.
What about 9:45 or 10?
I mean, I'd probably get home by 10.
Well, what do you?
I have to be. I got to go do some shit at Crescent on Thursday at 10:30. So I could have Bill personally take some of them, so that way we all are, everything's on the up and up.
I kind of want I kind of just want to get like we could just meet up with you one day. What do you have any shows coming up? Because I kind of want to like just videotape Matt like picking the fruit from the tree, proverbially.
I don't want to do that.
I will probably be available for a little while Saturday afternoon.
Not available.
All right. I'll meet up with you, Mike, and we'll schedule a beard hair drop off / pickup, and we'll get this thing filmed.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Mr. Cohn, thank you so much.
Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
we love
buddy.
you.
Later.
He's so impressed. That's not a bad one, though. Like, in the grand scheme of things to come out of that bucket, you could have had to eat a booger out of Hohenscheidt's nose.
Oh.
I can never lose again.
You could have had to eat an entire kid's cup of Big Mac sauce.
I mean,
How would we get that much Big Mac sauce?
You can
just go
order
ask
it.
it. Pay for it. Offer to pay
they'll
for it.
give you, like,
if you
a-
offer to pay for shit, people will give you anything you want.
It's like they only charge you like
Capitalism.
75 cents for like an extra sauce.
I could just
order.
imagine him like with a pile of like 20 Big Macs, like not putting it together. Like,
like, you didn't-
guys, I only got a quarter of a cup, and this costs a lot of money.
You guys didn't say how I had to eat them.
Fuck! If I would have ordered extra sauce, son of a bitch, I'll get extra sauce on the next 20.
Oh man, this is brutal.
Yeah, doesn't that Celia work at a McDonald's?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
works at McDonald's.
Maybe she could just
She
steal
just
a
give
little
it-
bit
yeah,
each
she just
day,
give it on the sneak tip. She
bring
steals-
some home in her pocket, and just.
I was shit you not sitting at a mic, and she goes, "I went grocery shopping at work today," and opens her bag up.
Yeah.
She's got like the burgers come in like a 4-pack of like 8 burgers per like sleeve in the 4-pack.
Oh, she's getting.
So she's got like one of those things, and it's full, and then she's got an entire thing of flour tortillas, a fucking like 3-pound bag of industrial grade cheese, like just
good for her.
just fucking went to town on them.
Make it happen.
I support it.
I do too. That's profit sharing.
Yeah, when
You know,
I
when you work at a place like that, that's how you profit share.
still to this day, around about the same time in our lives, my wife and I both worked at Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
She was a assistant manager, and I was a delivery driver.
Yeah.
And you just have pizzas that get fucked up. They have the
Yeah.
wrong toppings. So you can take a pizza home like every night. And we were kind of young and poor, so we would just eat pizza just all the time. That, and they would just give you shit. And,
I had a roommate.
but
same
we
situation.
still hate Pizza Hut pizza to this day. It's 20
not
years.
very
I
good.
haven't
Yeah.
gotten over.
I used to think the same thing in Papa John's.
Yeah.
It used to be just fucking pizzas for days.
Yeah.
That I drove.
Can't eat Domino's.
Mm.
I used to live in Wyoming,
Mm.
and so we drive down to Fort Collins, Colorado, like in Loveland. It's north of Denver, just a little bit.
Mm.
And they have Domino Farms there, where they grow and make a lot of the shit that goes into Domino's pizza. And ugh, what a gross fucking place.
You know what's every once in a while, there's a Domino's on 19th Avenue and our Indian School, and we'll walk our dog by there, and Domino's smells so good.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tempting.
Honestly, their crust,
Yeah.
their crust after their like pizza revolution that they had or whatever, like they're revamping, they're rebranding.
I haven't eaten anything afterwards.
It's really good. Like it's got all the little crumblies on it. It's very oily and also crispy at the same time. It's good. It's good shit.
I can't eat cheap pizza anymore.
No.
It just is just it's
You,
too many
you,
years. of
You
it.
are like a Grimaldi's guy.
No,
one of these
you know what?
people.
I'm kind of done with pizza a little bit. The cheese is
The
it
cheese-
fucks me up.
Yeah.
Actually, you had been mentioning that like cheese.
I'm like
cheese is
late
good. Yeah.
onset fucking lactose intolerance. Like
Who's
I
talking
used to
to-
be able to fucking eat a box of cereal and fucking gallon of milk a day, and now it's like when I smell it, I shit.
When I realized that I was a good parent, Christopher was in 4th grade.
Never.
No,
Never?
I'm as far as our fucking circle of friends go, I'm goddamn Ward Cleaver. Fuck. There's nobody's a fucking better parent than I am.
Actually, you're a pretty good dad.
Yeah, and our thing.
At least you gave up smoking weed, unlike some people.
You know, it's fine. I don't like. It's okay if people smoke weed. It's just when your kid starts doing it.
Yeah.
Like, don't be pissed off.
No.
Because that's the thing is, you know, like, I mean, Christopher's, he'll be 18 next month.
Next
So
month?
he's, yeah.
You gonna smoke?
I'm getting some kind of high.
You gonna get a suppository?
No, I'm getting some kind of high. I need to figure out what my company
That
tests
should go
for.
in-
It might
that-
be like ayahuasca or something like
That
that.
should go in the bet bucket.
It
though.
might
Like,
just be
You
fucking.
have to take a weed suppository.
What is a weed suppository?
It's
And you
weed
put
that
it in
goes
your
in your
ass.
butt.
Well, I realize,
Well,
like, what's...
mind you, Bill has made almost everything in his
They-
life a suppository
they-
at one time in his life because he wants to know if it'll work
Apparently
up his
they-
ass.
No, apparently they hit you like a ton of bricks.
What is it? Liquid?
yeah.
What is in the?
No,
thing?
it's like a capsule.
So, well, what's interesting
Yeah.
is the thinnest membrane in your body
Right.
is your rectal wall.
Right.
So,
No, I realize like the butt chugging and all
Yeah.
that shit. I'm just trying to figure out what form this weed capsule is in.
Dude, it's like it looks like a suppository. Suppository looks
So it's
like
probably
just
like
a
a
big
liquid.
pill.
It's you're not shoving a fucking
that'd be
bunch
awesome
of weed
if
up
he
your
just
ass.
shoved a joint up his
No,
ass and was
you're
like,
not.
I'm not feeling it.
You're not getting a tie
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna
You're
send
not
you a
fucking
text.
yourself with a tie stick.
I'm gonna send you a text message later. Like, I stuck 2 nugs up my ass. I'm not feeling it. Like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Or was I supposed to grind it first and get the funnel out and pour it in like it's fucking
Yes.
catnip in a toy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's how you do it.
So anyhow, we were at this fucking school retreat thing. It was Camp Friendly Pines. They went up and they did school at this camp for like 3 days. And
Alright.
my fucking wife, she thought, well, I'll sign the both of us up, and then we'll both go and we'll have like a family vacation up there. But what she didn't understand is that there's all kinds of Stepford moms and these ass kissing bitches around that school.
Yeah.
And they got all the spots. But seeing as none of the fucking dads signed up, any swinging dick that put his name in the fucking bucket had to go. So she didn't go. I had to take him by myself when I was up there with all those Stepford twats and the fucking dip fuck dads that were up there like, hey, isn't this great? You know, it's like hell on earth. But anyhow, so I'm fucking stuck up there, and they have pizza. One of the days they had pizza for lunch, right? And it's that shitty like cafeteria pizza.
Ooh, that's the
like the
best
square
pizza.
rectangle.
Yeah, right.
That's the best pizza.
That and that was just cut. It wasn't even
Oh, I love
rectangles.
that
It was
shit.
cut in like to trapezoids
Fuck
and shit
yeah.
like that. So anyhow, all
miss
the
school
kids are
pizza.
sitting around the table and like, you know what the best pizza is? The best pizza is Little Caesars. I love Little Caesars. And then they're like, nuh-uh. The best pizza is Domino's. Domino's is the best pizza. And then Christopher's like, have you ever been to Piazza del Forno? They have brick oven pizza there that's amazing. And I'm like, yeah, my kid has class. You little fucking cocksuckers. They're taking you out to Little Caesars and shit. I wanted to punish him one time and make him eat Little
or
Caesars.
he's gonna be gay. One of the two.
Whatever.
He's already a foodie.
As long as
I don't call foodies classy people. I know a lot of foodies that are real shitbags.
well,
You know.
yes.
They're more often than not cunty people.
Oh yeah.
I don't support foodieism
No.
at all. That's one of my don't fuck withs in life is people that take pictures of their food.
I don't take pictures of my food, but I eat good food. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like.
Well, there's no sense in eating. At some point in your life, you want to quit eating like a fucking pig.
You know what?
You're talking to the gas fucking station gourmet
Right.
over here.
I'm not gonna stop eating my egg salad sandwiches from fucking
No,
Circle K.
this
ever.
fucking idiot.
They're the best.
This fucking idiot
They're
one
the
day.
best.
So gross.
So he's sitting there.
They're
So
so
my
fresh.
my wife, I guess, did something I didn't
wife?
expect. My wife, she was telling me how good the breakfast pizza was at Quick Trip.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's really good.
fantastic.
It's really good.
I didn't like
Fantastic.
it.
You didn't
What?
like it?
No, I tried
Okay.
it,
You're
and
not
it was
a real
not
fat person.
right. I've said that numerous times in my life.
That
I don't
you're
know
not a
how
real
I'm
fat
fat.
person?
I mean, I'm fat.
Yeah.
but I'm not like a real
You're not
like
a
the
real-
McGriddle
you're not a
was the
real-
worst idea I've ever heard
So
of.
why
I don't
are you
like
a
it.
fat person then?
I don't know.
I don't like the McGriddle.
Right,
I don't like booze.
but when they're
Do you
like
drink a lot of booze?
No.
no,
Beer? A lot of beer? No.
no,
Interesting.
I'm
Inactive?
just- it's you know what I like. Everybody in my family
Yeah.
is addicts,
Okay.
and food is my
Food's your addiction.
so you eat a lot of good food.
yeah. I
Okay.
stress eat.
Okay.
Like I'll just fucking eat and eat and eat and eat.
See, I love good food, but I also love garbage. So like breakfast pizza from Quick Trip, ultimate garbage because like fucking gravy for the sauce and like it's just sausage.
So-
it's just insane. It's just terrible.
It was that night that we did the first Is It Dark in Here show at Nolan's, and
Yeah.
he was in the kitchen, and he had a fucking hard-on poking through his pants.
I did.
And he was salivating
I did.
because he was talking about this, and then
It
he's
wasn't-
like,
it's not a figurative hard on, Matt.
and he's
Fully
like, and
erect.
instead of sauce, it's gravy. And I'm like, are you talking about the Quick Trip breakfast pizza? And then he looked at me because I'm another fat ass. And he's like, oh no, you know the glories of it too, right? Tell these thin people that it's amazing. I'm like, no, that's disgusting, Bill. But my fucking wife eats them. He's like, oh, I thought you were going to be on my
I was
side.
pretty disappointed. When another fat guy leaves you hanging on something fat that you're trying to sell to thin people,
Yeah.
you feel bad.
When
you're
you
like,
get when you get food shamed by another fat person, it's not a good feeling.
no, it's a real bad one.
And I'll tell you something about
There's
foodies.
nothing wrong with those egg salad sandwiches, though. I'm telling you.
Over the past month, well, probably a couple years, my wife is really into watching the food shows now.
Yeah.
And she can tell you all sorts of shit about food that's incredibly interesting, like chemically. Like she's like, oh, this reacts with that, and oh, you can put this. Oh, if it's too sweet, you can put this. You think she ever cooks?
No,
Shouldn't go.
No,
doesn't cook at all.
it hasn't cooked anything new.
Yeah.
Like it's the same shit she was cooking when she didn't know anything about food. But like, there's no gastronomy going on in the kitchen, and
Gastronomy.
she's not
What a-
baking.
Ah, what a cunty word.
I like to-
gastronomy. Fuck you. Don't say that in my house.
I like to fuck around and make new shit. Like I get bored like cooking for the kids. Like that's really the only time I cook is when the kids come over.
Yeah.
But then I get bored of making the same shit. I'm sure they get bored of eating the same shit. So I'll make new
you
stuff.
just keep pulling those meats apart like you do and bringing them over.
I do
when
make
you have
some,
too
some
much.
good slow cooked meats.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's real good. It's real good. His chicken. He'll bring that pulled chicken over.
Do you like that chicken?
Oh,
good chicken.
so good. It's like moist and
I
you
did
don't
pork
feel
shoulder
super
one
bad.
day.
I don't like eating pork. Pork makes me feel bad. Like
Yeah.
when I eat a pig, I feel bad. Honestly, the only pigs I don't feel bad eating are the ones that Nate cooks. So I feel like those are good, solid pigs.
I don't much like eating pork a whole
I'm not a
bunch
big
either.
fan of pork.
I don't eat. Well, one thing is like I
Do
don't.
you like
I don't
ham?
Like.
I don't like ham.
I don't like pork ribs. Like I like beef ribs more than pork ribs, which
I like
is
beef ribs.
sacrilegious.
There's more.
Yeah.
Well, there's more, but it's not as. I mean, they are more flavorful. But
They are.
I like the beef ribs.
I get that.
That's my deal.
Yeah. I like. There's a lot of different pork stuff I like, but I'm kind of burnt out on a lot of it because like we had a certain like pork chops. I can't eat pork chops anymore. I ate pork chops like it was such a cheap meat, so it was like trucked into the fucking cult. So
No.
like fucking pork chops and chicken quarters, like that was like the only protein, and like a 2-pound thing of ground beef. That's like what you got.
The tube.
Yeah, the tube.
Tube.
Yeah, the
Tube of beef.
The tube
What
of
they
beef.
ration
beef.
food out?
Yeah,
Who's got a cult?
yeah.
Mm.
So
Cults
during
do.
one part of it,
I've
like,
been studying the one next door to us. There's definitely a cult over there.
during one part of it, they just ordered food from like you would from a restaurant, from Kraft, and like they would show up and we would divide all the food between all the houses. And I would drive. I was 14. I'd drive around a little fucking pickup truck and drop off everybody's food. And it would be like some produce, some fruit. Like they'd get these giant blocks of cheese, and one dude would just sit and cut cheese all day so that everybody had the equal amount of cheese.
Jesus.
And then meanwhile, while that was
Jesus.
all going on, my mom was
Jesus Christ.
my mom was in the cult leader's home, like cooking for them like fucking gourmet meals and shit all day and like cleaning their house.
Oh.
While I was like either starving or not eating shit, and I would like sneak over there every now and then and be like, you have to feed me. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's why I like
Did you ever
fucking
get?
food,
Did you ever
man.
get in trouble? Like
For what?
like
I
if
got in
you
trouble
would-
all the time.
I mean, if you
My
would-
whole life I've been
if
in
the
trouble.
cult leaders were there when you had one of these days where you're like, Mom, can you feed me, please?
I didn't ever really like ask. Like I remember one day, like I broke down crying. She was working in the cult restaurant at the time.
Cult restaurant.
Yeah, we had a restaurant in town. She was working there, and I was working construction, and I was 14.
What was the name of the cult restaurant?
The Frozen Cow. Yeah, it was. They served thrifty ice cream, and it was like a sandwich shop.
Okay.
So I was working construction, and I was like fucking waking up at 4 a.m. and getting home at like fucking 8 p.m. and like starving because we didn't have any fucking food. And I broke down crying one day. I was like, I'm so fucking hungry. And like, she finally brought like a bunch of food home from the restaurant. She just fucking threw it in her purse. And so I had a bunch of like fucking sandwiches and shit for a while. But
jeez,
yeah.
Was the restaurant like out on the main road or something like that?
The restaurant was in town, was in Payson. We lived 15 miles outside of town on a dirt road.
That's so horrible, though. Like, fuck, you were a hungry child. Like, being a hungry child, like, that's not supposed to happen in the United States.
I had plenty of beer, though.
Yeah.
As much beer as I wanted.
Hey,
just wasn't any food.
honestly, I was sitting around a table last night at Third Space, and they were talking about how this guy went on a 3-month beer diet and lost 50 pounds. Thinking about doing
the
it.
next 3 months.
Thinking about doing it.
Yeah, a 3-month beer diet.
Just beer. Just beer. A beer in the morning for breakfast.
Yeah.
One at lunch.
Yeah.
One for an afternoon snack.
Yeah.
And an extra large bottle of beer for your evening meal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, go for
Not
it.
only will I lose weight, but I'll be soused all day. Be great.
Yeah. I mean, I think his fucking doctor wasn't too on that plan.
I don't think,
He's
probably
probably,
wasn't a big
yeah.
fan.
I mean, that's the thing is when you start eating food again, you'll gain all that shit back.
Says you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know?
That's the thing. That's
You're
why
not a
I haven't
scientist.
like I'm not doing like crazy fucking like keto diet and all that shit.
Yeah.
no.
No,
What do you how have you been eating? Like,
just less. Like I
you just eat less of
that
good.
and it really sucks to go into a fucking Italian restaurant and order a piece of salmon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
And
So you've been eating a lot of fish. So you have been watching, like, you're not eating a lot of red meat, I take it?
no, I've never known. I don't. So what I've like read a lot of shit about
Yeah.
is that people are like it's your calorie count.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just your fat, which is true. I am fat because I eat too many calories.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's no calorie deficit. I fucking eat too much.
Yeah.
So like people sit there, oh well, don't eat carbs, don't eat this, don't eat that. No, just don't eat too many calories.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if you look at it like
So how
it's
many
energy,
calories do you eat a day?
I try to hit 1,800.
18?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I will try to do like 800 for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do like a snack for about 200, and then I try to do like 800
So
for
and
dinner.
you're still doing intermittent fasting as well?
Yeah.
And
so
you
I
do the day every day where
Yeah.
you go...
I don't
what
eat
is it,
from
minimum
11 to 7.
It's 16 hours or something like that you have to be without food?
There's a dude, like one of the black belts at that jiu-jitsu school was telling me that it'll still work at 10.
10?
Yeah.
Wow.
He said at 10, you can still do it at 10. But he is probably, that's dude like trains like,
Yeah, he trains a lot.
yeah, he
and
trains a lot. And he's
already
super
lean.
fit.
as-
Right. He's really lean right
so
now.
his body's like constantly burning everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And that's
he,
what happens is you get skinnier, your body burns more weight.
well, and he told,
Or
like, he was
burns more.
surprised that I was doing 8 hours.
Really?
He's like, you're doing 8 hours? I'm like, yeah. He goes, that's good. Then keep doing it if you can do it. He goes,
Yeah.
but it works at 10. And then I don't eat past 8 regardless.
Okay.
Like I won't eat anything. Like if
Yeah.
I don't eat,
What time do you go to bed?
usually like 10 or 11 usually.
Okay.
I ate a Big Mac, a large fry, a Dr. Pepper, and a 10-piece nugget at midnight last night.
That's like Jesus. I mean, that's my. But
Holy
honestly,
fuck.
that's my problem. Is like, I eat late. Like I eat and go to sleep, and honestly, like
It's the worst. It's so
that
bad
is
for
the
you.
worst.
So
It's the
bad.
worst. And honestly, that's what sumo wrestlers do to
Well,
gain weight.
Right.
Is they'll eat they don't eat in the morning. They eat a giant lunch and then they take a nap,
Yeah.
and then they eat a giant meal right before they go to bed at night.
Right. Because you're eating after you have stopped doing anything.
Yep.
Not like I started doing anything.
Right.
Fuck, man. Yeah, I gotta get on it. Like, my biggest thing is just like I feel like shit half the time.
You know why?
You know,
Right.
it's because I'm not.
I know exactly
healthy.
why I feel like shit. I'm well
No,
aware.
you know what? That's the thing is that if I like if I get like incredibly lean and I become a like a fitness guru and I start writing books, like nobody's gonna like what I have to say. Because that really, quit being a fucking pussy.
That's what it is.
Yeah, don't be a fucking pussy.
No,
don't eat like a pig. Fucking exercise. If you don't want to exercise, eat less food.
It's just discipline at the end of the day.
And that's really what it is. I mean, that's why I
totally-
kind of started. I mean, that's why I started running because I hate fucking running.
Yeah.
And I literally, like, that has been like my mantra. It's like, don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
And I'll say it to myself. Like, I'll sit down with my wife.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to go like 9:30. I'm like, I'm going to go fucking run.
Yeah.
See,
I'm not a pussy.
I need to do that. I really need to do that. I've been better about like Brian will be out in the yard working, and I'll be like, Brian's outside working. Like, I got to be doing something right now. Like, you know, I want to make our space better.
I'm not sure if you think that's helping, but you lost 0.4 pounds. So
I mean,
like
That's the other.
I mean,
That's
like,
the
I
other.
didn't go up,
Now-
motherfucker, and I've been.
Now look, that's the other.
I haven't done anything.
That's the other fucking lie that us fat people need to quit fucking telling ourselves. If people do like, well, I exercise, I walk the dog. No, that nominal amount of activity that you're doing is what's stopping you from being morbidly obese. It's what's stopping you from being fucking bedridden. So we have to cut you out of the house.
Yeah, you're right.
Like that's not fucking exercise.
Yeah,
The other problem that you have is that Brian is real fucking thin.
yes, he's pretty thin.
That's not.
He's
That's
been
not
doing.
true.
He's been doing yoga though,
Right.
and like honestly, he's lost a considerable
Because
amount of weight.
yoga's strenuous.
It is.
Like you bend over to pick a weed and you're like, done.
I mean,
Like he does yoga and then goes and picks the weed.
Bill has
yeah.
this problem where he spends too much time around a single person. He thinks he's that person. He thinks he has the same attributes as that person, and it's just
it is. I
you're not doing yoga, Bill.
No, I'm not.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
You're not doing yoga through
But
Brian
like, that's my thing. Is like I don't feel like I don't have the discipline, and I don't feel like I have the energy after I do a day of work where I'm like, oh, I can go work out.
You just
now.
have to do it, though.
I just
That's
have
the
to do
thing.
it.
You just have to do it, and it becomes pat. I was so much happier, like
I know.
before.
I know you're kind of
this
you're
all
kind of a
happened.
fucking twat now.
And I know, I'm a total cunt. I've been real cunty for a month, and I've been real
yelling
cunty
at
my whole
people in
life.
traffic.
Extra cunty over the last month, and I know it's because I've been sitting on my couch eating Chinese food instead of running every day like I was.
And you know what? I had a thing. So the TV in the bedroom broke. This is a sad realization that I had. The TV in the bedroom broke.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, fuck, I got to go buy another one right now. And I was like, wait a minute. No, I don't. And I've been doing so much more shit now that I don't have, because then when my wife is watching The Voice or whatever dog shit that she watches,
You go exercise.
yeah, I just leave. I'm like, well, I'm not going to sit here and watch this.
Yeah.
I'm going to go fucking do something.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then she keeps asking, she's like, well, when are we going to get a TV for the bedroom? I'm like, what the fuck do you watch whatever you want.
Yeah.
You don't need a fucking, you've hijacked the TV.
living
She's
room.
probably, you know what, she's probably, the playoffs start and hockey next week.
Well,
And,
she really wants a TV for that, then.
Well, no, but I
wish I would have hit you up. I had an extra ticket for a Coyotes game on Sunday.
you stupid twat.
I didn't know.
Anywho, no, I'm generally, at 10 months out of the year, she can watch whatever she wants.
Yeah.
But when playoffs come, it's the only time I really, well, it's not the only time I'm a prick around the house, but I'm a super
I imagine it's
prick. I'm like, do you fucking see what's on? Do you see what's on right now?
90-10.
Yeah. Do I?
What about you? Like that when the Thrones are on too? You're a big Game of Thrones guy, right?
Yeah.
That's coming back out. You got any hot takes on the final season of Game of Thrones?
I hope it's Jamie that kills Cersei.
Oh,
Yeah?
I
that'd be
hope it's
fantastic.
Jamie. That would be awesome.
I
if he
think
has
it might be actually. It's kind of set up to be.
set up so he'll be the king and the queen slayer. It
Yep.
would be cool if Arya did it, but I think it's going to be Jamie. That, and I'll tell you this: if I found out that I was related to Daenerys, wouldn't quit banging her.
No,
I mean, it's family
it's a
heritage.
Targaryen thing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's they're cousins. They're first cousins.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'd be.
Or no, aunt,
Yeah.
right?
It's not cousins.
It was
on.
the thing to do back then.
right. I don't.
Bang your aunt. Like I've seen a lot of
don't care.
pornos lately. There's a lot of that going on.
You would
in
do
the
it
world.
now, is what you're saying.
Right.
Even in all of its uncouthness at the time. Fucker. All right, good for you.
Yeah.
I like that you stand by your dick.
Yeah. I wouldn't, if you were like, if like I banged her.
Yeah.
And then like I walked out in the living room and like you guys are sitting out there watching TV and you're like, oh, by the way, that's your aunt. And I'm like, oh, okay. Do we have more Gatorade? Because I'm parched and I'm about to go back in for round 2.
Pedialyte?
Yeah. Because I don't give a fuck. Not one fuck.
James is like, I got this 30 pounds off, man. I can fuck like a champ now. You fucking better?
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah, you feel like more of a champ in the bedroom? That's honestly, like, that's the biggest. When I lose weight and I'm thin, like, god damn it. That's like the biggest plus for me is that I feel like I can actually fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my that and my I'm not getting winded anymore.
That's what it was. Yeah, it's like.
Have you noticed your cock is getting bigger?
No.
You see more of your cock yet?
You can't.
I see more of it.
Yeah. You see more of it, but give it another 20 pounds.
Yeah,
and
50 pounds is an extra inch of dick.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's proven science.
You got an inch height in there, buddy.
It's proven dick science.
Look out, Derek McFarland, because I'm fucking coming for you, kid. I am.
There's a new moose cock.
There's gonna
in
be a
Phoenix
new
comedy.
moose cock in Phoenix comedy. I can tell you that much.
I think we just gave him his motivation for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I see. I got a big enough dick. That's why I can just sit where I'm at.
I'm gonna sit there and like pull it out, Derek. We're gonna measure real quick. Oh, I got a ways to go. Back on the fucking treadmill.
30 more pounds for
I
me.
gotta lose at least 100.
So I was listening to Royer tell me a story the other day about McFarlane showing off a picture of his fucking cock.
Really?
Yeah, he was
You
showing it
off a
to
hog dick?
Gene, Gene Moore,
That's just
Ernesto
rude.
Ortiz, and
just
Ray.
rude.
Okay.
Okay.
And Royer was there? Or?
Yeah, Royer was there, so Royer can't see it, right? He's showing them the picture like this.
Yeah.
Ernesto started salivating. Okay. Ray started limbering up. Like he was just like, oh, you got stretch for a dick like that. And he just started.
You gotta do some Achilles yoga.
He started work, and then Gene just shook his hand and congratulated him. Wow. It's like, wow, impressive. Congratulations.
Gene's an adult.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That or Gene wasn't that impressed.
Well, Gene's seen some fucking hogs before.
He's an army boy.
He's told me that he is astounded. Like it floors him that he doesn't have AIDS.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, how I ducked that is fucking beyond me.
I mean, it's real.
Like she's just like, he's like, if I'm just looking at straight statistics, I don't know how the fuck it happened.
You know Harvey Milk, he'd be Gene Horchata.
Yeah, That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
You're so bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like one has anything to do with the other, you prick.
None.
How dare you?
I mean, Gene could be an activist. He's kind of an activist.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We've reached the lull in our conversation.
Yeah, I'm just really disappointed that I have to eat beard hairs, but
I'm fucking in love with that, actually.
it's fine.
I love that so much.
I can't wait to just go around and start giving people the numbers on this thing because they've been asking me.
Have people been asking?
Yeah.
People are interested? They got to get it.
Well, I know you
watch this
keep
episode.
talking about it because people that they walk up and are like, hey, Bill was talking about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like, because the people that do know, they see the way I drink.
And they're asking out of concern.
And they're just like, aren't you supposed to be losing weight?
Yeah, hey, Bill, aren't you in a weight loss contest, buddy?
I'm just going on the beer diet. That's all it's gonna be. Fuck. Just gonna do a beer diet.
All right. So I'm gonna call my shot.
How much are you gonna try to lose? Next 3 months. 30 pounds out of this motherfucker.
I'll be at 240 the next time I weigh in.
So what's
We didn't even have to do
Basically
like a
40 pounds.
percentage to figure anything out, which is so awful.
Well, right. I was actually looking at doing math, but
Same.
we don't
Same. I
figure
was
this
just like, oh, we'll have to, figure out the percentage of weight lost, and nope.
I'm trying to keep on 10 pounds a month.
Yeah.
Trying to tick
10
off like
pounds
a
a month.
couple pounds a week. couple pounds a week, just ticking it down, slow and steady.
If I could go, I don't know. I think I'm gonna next time. I'm definitely gonna start going to the gym. I'm already eating a little better, so I need to continue that mindset.
You remember last time when he was like, "Dude, I was a wrestler."
Yeah, no.
Like when he was just like, he's like, "Who the fuck are you talking to?"
I am gonna cut weight next time.
I don't know if this is gonna
I'm gonna do
scare
like a-
him enough into doing what needs to be done. But I
That
can,
one doesn't.
But I can promise you,
That
I
one
will
doesn't.
not lose again.
I would eat Michael Falcone's beard hairs.
Well, compared to some of the ones that we stuck in that bucket,
I don't want to have to get James
vow-
Hoenscheidt tattooed on my ass. Like that would suck.
Oh, that would
what
be
a
fine.
long fucking name
Oh,
to
I'm
have
gonna
on your ass.
That would be fine.
that, and I would get it in real like light, just right in the middle.
I would get it
Nobody
as,
would ever
as
see
part
it.
of something else, you know?
Yeah.
I get like a portrait on my ass and then like have the signature be James Hoenscheidt.
I would be like, like Bill Wachowski sucked my cock. Like I would get something.
No,
on
it's
the-
gotta
and
be.
it's-
It's gotta be like a signature.
Fine, I can get it as a signature, and then when I go back and have the portrait put around the signature, it'll look like it was just there the whole time.
I agree to be James Hoenscheidt's bitch, signed, and then I'll sit there all bent over, and be like, look, you got to make it look like a contract now.
That's honestly. Oh, the belly button. There's a belly. You gotta get your belly button pierced. That's in there. You gotta get
Fine.
belly
How long do
button
you gotta
piercing.
keep the? Did we?
You don't have to
stipulate-
keep it. You just got to get it pierced. You don't have to keep it in.
You gotta keep
I don't
it
want
in
you.
for
I
a
don't want
week.
you to go. Fuck that. You got to start going through aftercare on that bullshit. Like, just get it pierced, take it out, and then let yourself heal.
I'm I'll be at a 10K by the next time. I'm gonna be fucking putting it down, lifting weights.
Yeah.
Like,
I will never lose again. I vow that to you boys now.
oh really?
Yep.
I don't.
Absolutely.
I don't. I'm probably gonna lose the next one. I'm just gonna call that.
It's on.
I'm just gonna. Look. Like
I'm
I'll get on
so glad you
Facebook.
lost. So fucking glad you lost.
I succumbed to this a week ago. A week ago, I was like, there's nothing.
I was
You're
for
just,
sure. I was honestly for sure that I was gonna lose. I was like, he can't go back up that much.
That's what-
because you were down to like, you were down at least 20 pounds.
I was probably around 250, like right after Ragnar.
Yeah, like he looked fucking great. He
I
was
wore-
wearing these Ragnar shirts.
I was wearing these real small shirts, buddy. Like I was like fucking these tight XL shirts. I was like, damn son, you look good right now.
talking to 20-year-olds and
Under
shit.
Armour,
Like, hi,
everything.
young miss, how are you
Under
today?
Armour,
He's killing the
everything,
game.
just showing people his nips.
Yeah, my nips were sticking out real nice. It was good.
fucking
It was a good
giving
look.
it.
It's all right.
He got his hair cut all nice at one point. He
did,
looked
I look
fucking
good.
fantastic. Now
I-
look at him.
Yeah, so I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this shit. So, like 2 weeks afterwards, after we started the contest, I'm doing Bridget's, and John Henry's like, "Hey, can I buy you a beer?" I'm like, "No, I'm not eating anything after 8.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. I'm doing this thing." He's like, "What's up?" So I'm like, "Oh, well, me, Bill, and Matt are in a weight loss contest." He goes, "Those motherfuckers aren't going to pay you your money." Because you're not getting that fucking money. I'm like, it's not money.
That's why this is, because this is easier to do than money for me.
So I said, it's not money like what we have to do, like punishments and shit. He's like, punishments? I'm like, yeah, like it's to embarrass each other. And he's like, dude, it's like, you're like a family guy. Like, you have a decent job. Matt was in a fucking cult. And look at Bill. How are these fucking idiots going to embarrass themselves more than they embarrass themselves every day? He's like, they're fucking losers. I'm like,
Jesus, John Henry, thanks a lot.
oh, fuck. He's like, I'm just saying, you fucked up.
Thanks, John.
Like,
Thanks,
you can
John.
actually embarrass yourself. And he stops for a minute. He goes, I mean,
Can you?
I hope you lose weight and get healthy and everything. I mean, I guess that's a win, but
I think I'm going to stab this guy in the eye
well,
one day.
well, yeah, I was
pencil.
sitting there thinking about it.
Or
So,
like
anyways,
a-
I've done it on
One of
stage a
those
couple
shrimp
times.
forks.
I've been like, this one dude was in a cult, like,
What have you been saying about me?
like the first. I say that that if lightning, if you were to, if the, like there was some sort of science movie where you were to take like a bottle of Mickey's, and set it on top of a lawn gnome, and a lightning bolt were to hit it, and it were to come to life? Like that would be like if you need help imagining it.
It's a PBR.
Yeah.
It's a PBR.
I'll change it to PBR for you.
PBR, yeah.
But yeah, PBR hits it, comes alive like, my name's Bill. Can we party?
PBR and a half ounce of weed.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah. But anyways, I think we might option that as a script. Then he just walks around like smoking from the head.
Is this the weird
for the rest
science
of the
reboot?
movie?
Oh,
That hasn't been rebooted yet, so
we
this could be
could
perfect.
do a reverse reboot of Weird Science where instead of 2 boys it's 2 girls, and they reboot back like just a troll doll.
Now, well, it would have to be like they would have to like reboot like
You
they
could
would
also
have to be
say
like
you
Chris
don't have to say
Hemsworth.
gnome. You could say
Yeah.
troll doll too. Just saying.
That, and I bet in the chick version they'd actually fuck him.
I would hope so.
In the other, that's why I never thought Weird Science was plausible at all.
Yeah, there was no sex.
Literally, that would be the whole movie.
It's the whole
Was
thing.
just
It's
me
the whole-
plowing Kelly LeBrock.
the whole
Well,
point.
yeah.
It's what
I
you
mean-
get
And never
down
leaving
the
the room, and my parents being like, "James, what are you doing in there?"
Don't do that. Don't do that. See what you did, DJ. It's okay. It's okay, DJ.
No one's really here.
Who's
Come down
You're
for
all
dinner,
alone.
James. I'm like, "What are you doing?"
I only need food. I don't need food. No food.
Me running down. So, thanks, Mom. Bye. Do you think he's doing drugs?
I think he's doing drugs in there.
Then just me plowing Kelly LeBrock. Yeah.
That's how I want
It's
to die.
disappointing that didn't happen.
You know. Well, hey, this has been real fun, boys.
This has been
This
great.
has been a great episode.
Thanks for
We
coming
will be
by.
back in 3 months with James.
Make sure you listen to Is It Dark in Here?
Check, yeah,
Available.
James.
Oh yeah, check
James
out
has
Is
got
It
his
Dark in Here,
podcast.
please.
We're all podcasts.
Talk
are
about your
available.
podcast. a little
It's a
bit.
dark comedy podcast. We just put out episode 4 this past week.
Very cool.
We're gonna go down. I think we're gonna do 6 episodes and call that season 1.
There you go.
Then we're gonna release it in a chunk, and then we're gonna kind of
Nice.
start
And then
working on some other
honestly,
stuff.
like, I don't know. I've been thinking about this, and you can do like putting your backed episodes, like you get done with a season, then put them on like a Patreon thing, and just like, hey, you know, a couple bucks, and you can listen to the older ones if you haven't heard them or you
Yeah.
can have access to them.
We're
I've
gonna-
thought about that, like archiving our 100. Like once we get to episode 100, is archiving them. I don't know. I might not. Who the fuck knows?
we're kind of just we're at a year. When we're at a year,
Yeah.
we're gonna sit down and look and kind of see where we're at.
and it's so it's like it's a dark comedy show.
yeah, it's a
and
dark comedy. It's
It's like an old school radio show.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of elements of like comedy albums and radio plays to it, and then we do like a traditional portion where we kind of give our opinions on things, and it's hard to explain to people, which I think is good because I think it's different, and we've had a lot of people.
Definitely check it out. Like, just listen to the first episode at the very minimum. It's actually pretty fucking fun.
Listen to fucking all of them.
Listen to all of them.
What are you doing with your time? You important? Are you a fucking doctor? No.
I mean,
That
you might
and they're
be,
short.
you
That's the
might
other
be.
thing, is they're about 25 minutes a
I
pop.
tell my doctor about the pod. My doctor knows.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, my doctor
Yeah,
is.
consult this beer diet that you want to go on. Ask him about that. I'm so proud you talked to your fucking doctor.
That's my doctor. Is the guy who told me about the beer diet.
Oh, yeah?
He's just a dude I know. Meet up at the bar.
Is he
Call him
like?
Doc.
Is he
I
the
think it's just
doctor
his
from The
nickname.
Simpsons? Hey everybody, this is called the beer diet.
He's more hipster than that. He wears a snapback. That's why I trust him.
Thanks, James Hoenscheidt.
Thank
Thanks,
you
James.
guys.
We love you.
Love you too.
Love you, buddy.
See you in 3 months.
Yeah, buddy.
See everybody on.
I'm using that to make it better.
All right, hold on. I got an idea.
So here we are.
So much worse.
Oh, that's so much better.
So much worse.
Matt is now having to consume not only beard hairs, but
Burnt
burnt cigarette beard hairs.
That was the most clever way I could think of
That was-
doing
that
it.
was
That's so
beautiful.
clever. Hey, I'm an idea, man. Thanks.
Thanks for not welching on your back.
I'll be part of you. Or you'll be a part of me forever. That's what I like to hear. I'll never forget you because this will never dissolve out of my intestines.
Can you see him?
It's
Can
like
you show
when
Can you show the camera the top?
I don't know. Good clump. I don't know if you can see it. It's a nice clump. The burnt ends are here. There's some burnt ends there. Fuck. All right. This is fucking.
Oh yes, dude.
Ooh,
Let me
we have
ball
all
him up.
that. I have a separate baggie of. Oh.
You gonna lose the next? Are you gonna lose the next one?
No.
So,
I'll never lose
you gonna
again.
lose the next one?
No. I'll never lose again.